Hey guys, welcome to the Learning Without Limits podcast. I'm your host, Linda Bendall, and I'm so happy you guys are here with me today. We are here. We are going to talk all about homeschooling and who I am and what I'm doing and why I'm so passionate. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a military wife, homeschool mom, and veteran. I'm a homeschool mom of 4 wonderful children, and they are my reason for everything. We have been homeschooling 8 years, and we have been unschooling for the past 6 years. So I know that's a huge jump for a lot of people, but it's something that we did, and I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to do it, and I have never looked back. I'm also a co-op leader here in Monterey, California. I started and run the local homeschool group. I have done a few homeschool podcasts and YouTube videos with HSLDA. They are wonderful, and I have nothing but good things to say there. But the reason I'm here is because I have been inspired over the past 2 years of running the homeschool co-op about how homeschool journeys are so different, and I really want to take the opportunity to bring other homeschool families in, other parents in, and kind of let them share their journey. It's all different for all different people, and you could really learn a lot by just hearing other people's stories. I myself was very motivated after my second year of homeschooling. I had met a homeschool mom in Maryland. She ended up being a mentor. She started a homeschool co-op there that was for unschooling, and we joined her co-op just on a whim. I was looking for something different. Homeschooling really wasn't working the traditional way for us. So after about 2 years, I had switched to Montessori, and that was going fantastic. I love the Montessori method, but it still just wasn't what we needed. So we eventually committed to unschooling, and I'm just very glad that I found her, and she was able to kind of mentor me and show me that there can be success by doing it the non-traditional way. But that's, not why I'm here. I'm here because everybody's stories are different, and I really want to embrace that and be able to highlight the good and the bad. I'm hoping to release a video every Friday, and I'm going to have new guests on, and just to, talk to them about their journey and homeschooling and their passions and what has worked and hasn't worked for them, and just really learn from them. So hopefully we can do that every Friday. We're going to cover all types of topics, controversial, and just go to normal topics, curriculum, normal stuff. So if you are interested in kind of hanging out and enjoying the podcast, feel free, go ahead and follow me here on Podbean. I also have an Instagram for Learning Without Limits, and also a TikTok page where I share our field trips and just day-to-day life. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I am here. If you're interested in possibly being a guest on the show, go ahead and send me a message, and we can set that up. I'm happy to have anybody on that has experience with homeschooling and education, because everybody's homeschool journey is definitely different. So I want to make sure we can highlight that and share that it doesn't have to be a certain way. There's not a box for this, and hopefully you can take away something good. So I see we have somebody here. Hi. How are you today? Hopefully good. I came on to introduce myself. My name is Linda, and I am a unschool mom of 4 children. I've been unschooling for the past 6 years, and during that time, it's definitely changed. So I started out doing like just school at home, and that really wasn't working for my daughter. She had this natural love of learning, and eventually it kind of deteriorated, and I saw that, and it was like, oh my God, what am I doing? So I had to change, and I went ahead and went back to school. Actually, I got my teaching degree, and I found out there are all these other methods I was completely unaware of. So I went ahead and switched to the Montessori method, and it was fantastic. So I fell in love with that for a good bit. We did that probably like a year and a half. And I failed my homeschool review in Maryland, which is so funny. But I failed because they didn't consider outside playtime PE. So, no riding bikes or just being outdoors and running around at the playground, that didn't count. So I knew there that wasn't for me. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a more natural way of learning and a more, just free and exciting time with my children. And so I was looking all around, and I eventually came across a unschooling co-op, and that's kind of where we switched, and I haven't looked back since then. So that's a little bit about me. Sweet Angel, do you homeschool? So currently I'm here in Monterey, California. If you don't homeschool, that's okay. No big deal. I don't mind. Do you have children at all? I know a lot of people have children and they're interested about homeschooling, but they're not really ready to like make that commitment, and it's completely understandable because it's a big jump. I think that if we would have started with our children in public school, it would have been hard to make that decision, especially if I was like working full time. But we're a military family, and I stay at home. I was a nurse for a while, and then I gave that up to be home. So you have a 13-year-old daughter? I do too. That's amazing. She's my oldest. And so great. So great. What a fun age, right? It's just like the age where they're, getting a little bit older, a little bit mature. They're coming to their own, kind of figuring out who they are. It's been wild for sure. I don't know about you, but for me, it's been wild. It's like, oh my gosh, she's growing up and she's going to be out of the house in just a few years. It makes me sad, but it's okay. Did she like going to public school? I'm assuming she's in public school. I guess I could be wrong there, but have you thought about homeschooling or anything like that? She does. She does stuff. Okay, nice. What does she think? She like it? I feel like it's hit or miss, right? Like sometimes people can really like public school and sometimes not. Oh, that's good. That's good. Does she do any like sports or anything? So right now my kids they do a PE class. We actually have PE this morning. So we're gonna run do that, and then they have theater later this afternoon. But they're kind of all over the board. My oldest, my daughter, she's very artsy and into, just art in general. She writes, she paints, she's very creative. And my boys, I have 3 boys, so they are just, ready to get dirty, get out there, get in the mud. They love sports. And my daughter, we kind of had to push her into sports this year, and just let's try something new, get out of your comfort zone just a little bit. If you don't like it, it's fine, but, explore the world. Let's see, she's 13. She probably does she like anime? I know that's huge these days. I haven't really got into it, but that's okay. I did try to watch Demon Slayer with her, but it was, it's hard to follow. I'm just so busy. Like I can only catch pieces of it, I can't like sit down for hours and hours and just watch it with her. But she really loves anime, and all the things. I'm glad that you like the show. This is my first time being on here, and I'm really excited to kind of like get it going. I just wanted to hop on and kind of introduce myself and why I decided to start the podcast. So, I am going to actually hop off, but I hope that you come back on. Hopefully, the next time you see me, I will have a guest on the show, and we will be diving into being a mom and homeschool life and all the good things. So, thank you so much for being here on the show with me today, and I hope to see you next time. Sweet. Okay.